Hey, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel Shows Update. In a surprising twist for NCIS fans, Emily Wickersham reflects on her bittersweet departure after 8 memorable seasons, revealing the emotional and professional adjustments she faced. Meanwhile, Michael Weatherly teases a new chapter with a first-look photo from the highly anticipated Tony and Ziva spin-off, sparking excitement among loyal viewers. As if that wasn't enough, the NCIS writers promise an unfiltered and thrilling ride in Season 22, ensuring that the series will continue to deliver fresh and captivating stories. Don't miss out, this season might just redefine what you thought you knew about NCIS. It was wonderful and weird. NCIS Emily Wickersham opens up about how much of an adjustment it was leaving the CBS show after 8 seasons. After Cote Pablo left NCIS early into Season 11, Emily Wickersham was brought in as Ziva David's replacement, Ellie Bishop, an NSA analyst who quickly joined the Naval Criminal Investigative Service after meeting Mark Harmon's Leroy Jethro Gibbs and became part of his team. Like her predecessor, Wickersham stuck around the popular CBS series for 8 seasons, departing in the Season 18 finale, titled Rule 91. 3 years later, Wickersham opened up about how much of an adjustment it was for her leaving NCIS, a period of her life she described as wonderful and weird. Wickersham took some time to chat with the hosts of Off Duty, an NCIS rewatch, the aforementioned Cote Pablo and fellow NCIS alum Michael Weatherly, who are currently in the middle of shooting their upcoming spin-off series, NCIS, Tony and Ziva. During the interview on the podcast, Pablo asked Wickersham how long it took until it finally sunk in for her that she wouldn't have to go back to the NCIS set, and she answered it took a while. I left the show, I found out I was pregnant a month later. So it was a combo of decompressing and trying to really relax and figure out how things were going to be without work. Because as you guys know, it's all consuming. Your life is all NCIS when you're on that show. It's all day, every day, and you're not really left with much time to do many things outside of that. So that was a real adjustment for me. Since NCIS is a TV show that typically has seasons comprised of 20 to 24 episodes, Emily Wickersham is right that acting on the series takes up a lot of your time with those long shooting hours. So it's understandable it took some time for the actress to get used to NCIS not being part of her everyday life, and along with the discovery of the pregnancy soon after, she also found herself moving to the other side of the United States. The actress continued. It was wild to go into pregnancy, and then I moved to New York really shortly after because my boyfriend lives here. It was a weird moment in time. It was wonderful and weird. As you both know, it's strange to leave something that has been ingrained in you for so many years. Again, Emily Wickersham was on NCIS for 8 seasons, an amount a lot of TV shows never reach. So she had a good run as Ellie Bishop, but after nearly a decade of being a main cast member on one of the most popular procedurals ever, she'd reached a point she was ready to close this chapter of the proverbial book. When Cote Pablo asked Wickersham inquired about this and pointed out how it was epic that she left NCIS and had a baby within the span of just 10 months, Wickersham said. It was, for sure. I don't know if I was necessarily ready, but it happened and it was amazing. I was ready to leave the show. It was time and I was ready to move on to something else, and I guess this was the something else I was meant to move on to. So it was good. NCIS remains the last thing Emily Wickersham has acted in, but with the show going into its 22nd season this fall on the 2024 TV schedule, and the possibility of it continuing its impressive run into Season 23 and beyond, perhaps there will come a day when she's ready to reprise Ellie Bishop, whether it's for a guest spot or recurring stint. After all, Cote Pablo eventually returned for the Season 16 finale and a handful of Season 17 episodes. When we last saw Bishop, she was departing for an undercover mission that required her to tarnish her reputation as an NCIS agent. It would be great for either that assignment to finally finish or for Bishop to retire from operating as this kind of agent, even if she doesn't want to return to NCIS either. Regardless, Bishop could come back to Washington, D.C., and reunite with Wilder Valderrama's Nick Torres and the rest of her work family. For now, you can revisit Emily Wickersham's time on NCIS by streaming those episodes with a Paramount Plus subscription. Season 22 premieres Monday, October 14th, and the new prequel NCIS, Origins will follow immediately. NCIS Michael Weatherly shares first set photo from Tony and Ziva spin-off. NCIS star Michael Weatherly has shared the first photo of the set from the upcoming spin-off series, NCIS, Tony and Ziva. The series sees Weatherly and Cote de Pablo reprise their roles as the respective agents, with the action following the duo and their daughter as they go on the run across Europe after Tony's security firm comes under attack. With filming now underway on the series, Weatherly provided an update for fans as he posed for a selfie on Instagram whilst on set, writing, "Taking a breather in the heat during our exciting." Weatherly and de Pablo announced the project back in February alongside showrunner John McNamara, with a joint statement reading, "We've been talking about this story for many years, and now with John at the helm, we are ready." The world of Tony and Ziva promises to be an action-packed roller coaster fueled by love, danger, tears and laughter. We also want to acknowledge and thank the fans from around the world who supported the Ziva movement for years. Cote de Pablo on her boundaries with Michael Weatherly. NCIS stars Cote de Pablo and Michael Weatherly grew close quickly after meeting each other. And although they had a lot in common, de Pablo felt she had a pretty solid idea about what their boundaries were. Whereas it was sometimes still a learning process for her co-star. Cote de Pablo recently reflected on her friendship with Michael Weatherly. Cote de Pablo and Michael Weatherly Arnold Jiraki/Wire Image. De Pablo and Weatherly seemed to have a lot in common, which was why they were able to click almost immediately after they met. De Pablo had to quickly get over her first impression of her co-star, however, who ended up jeopardizing his on-screen partner's audition by going off script. Since then, however, de Pablo and Weatherly have only gotten closer. That relationship was established the moment that we met. Nothing changed, it was just enhanced. And we loved each other as well. NCIS writers aren't holding anything back in Season 22. Season 21 of NCIS left fans on the edge of their seats with a huge cliffhanger, and the writers don't plan on holding anything back in Season 22. "There was some closure and some a mixture," said writer Stephen D. Binder at the CBS Fall TV 2024 party. "A lot of things were resolved, and some new things were opened up, some character cliffhangers, but we wanted to resolve the case. Cliffhangers are titillating but also aggravating. We were less aggravating and gave the audience some peace. We don't have a slogan yet, but take it to the limit, I would say, is what I want to do with the characters for Season 22, he added. Season 21 ended with a bang as an intense showdown with a perp was overshadowed when Special Agent Jessica Knight, Katrina Law, was asked to fill the role of Camp Pendleton's new React teacher, Movie Guide reported. Though this role meant saying goodbye to the NCIS team she has grown to love, along with putting her relationship with Jimmy Palmer in danger, she had to say yes, for personal reasons. While what Knight and Palmer's relationship will look like is still under wraps, Binder did reveal some of the things he hopes to see in the new season. "I would like to see some unusual pairings, characters that aren't usually together finding ways to put them together," he said. "I think that would be interesting for the actors for sure, for the writers, and hopefully, for the audience. I'm just riffing now, but you don't usually see the director and Jimmy Palmer in an episode together, things like that. The second thing I want to do is, there's the cliché where an actor says, my character wouldn't do that, I want to do that, extreme things, not just like, my character wouldn't eat pasta," he continued. I want to put these characters in situations that make them do things they wouldn't normally do, but because of the situation we see them doing it. That would also be interesting to see and to write and to play. While not much else has been revealed for season 22, there are a few things we do know. The new season NCIS will premiere on CBS on Monday, October 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For the following week, the show will move to the 9 p.m. Eastern Time slot. Additionally, several cast members are set to return for season 22, including Rocky Carroll, Katrina Law, Diana Reasonover, Brian Dietzen, Wilmer Valderrama, Sean Murray, and Gary Cole. Paramount announced NCIS fans will have a new way to engage with the universe as it merges its popular 48 Hours series with NCIS in a new podcast to highlight cases faced by the real-life agency. I can't think of a better way to showcase the power of Paramount's IP than by crossing over two of CBS' most successful franchises to create new, original digital content, said Steve Reyes, Paramount Global's Executive Vice President of Podcasting and Audio. We are beyond thrilled to be in a position of bring fans of NCIS a deep dive into the real cases investigated on the iconic TV show, and the 48 Hours audience even more premium storytelling aligned with what they expect from the brand. The first episode of 48 Hours, NCIS, will follow the disappearance of Erin Corwin, the wife of a Marine who'd gone missing in Joshua Tree National Park, a description reads, per Hidden Remote. She was 19 years old and it took 2 months for her body to be found. Investigators had traced the evidence to an abandoned mine. A Marine was suspected of the murder. The audio-only show is hosted by Natalie Morales, a veteran broadcast journalist and former host of The Talk. She joined CBS in 2021 as a news correspondent and has done reporting for previous iterations of the 48 Hours series. For more of the latest updates and behind-the-scenes secrets from show's update, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell. Keep yourself updated on every new release.